All right, let's jump right in. We are seeing a massive shift in how we build software. We're moving way beyond simple code completion. We're talking about a world where AI doesn't just help you out, it actually works for you as a whole autonomous team. And that's what this is all about, giving you the blueprint for this new world. We're going to break down exactly how you can use a whole team of AI agents right inside Visual Studio Code to automate the entire software lifecycle, from the spark of an idea all the way to that final pull request. So let's start with this big idea, a question that really sets the stage for everything else. What if? What if your job changed from writing every single line of code to, instead, conducting it? Imagine that. Yeah, that's the core idea right there. So in this first part, let's actually define what we're talking about. Let's get to know this new symphony you're about to lead. Okay, first things first. The big term here is agent orchestration. And honestly, it's pretty much what it sounds like. It's all about coordinating a bunch of specialized AI agents to handle the tough stuff on their own. We're talking about a team that can plan, code, and deploy with you as the guide, not just the one typing everything out. But, to understand the whole orchestra, you've got to understand the individual musicians first, right? And as you can see here, a single VS Code agent is so much more than a simple code generator. It's a complete problem solver. It's got a whole toolkit it uses to get the job done. And the way it works is actually pretty straightforward. It boils down to 3 key steps. First step is your prompt. That's your master command. Then, step 2, the agent gets smart. It figures out which tools it needs, maybe searching your workspace or running a command to get the right context. And finally, step 3, it delivers the goods. That could be code, a change in the UI, you name it. All right, so we've met the individual musician. Now let's meet the whole band. We're going to look at the different kinds of agents you have on your team, and this is super important, how they actually remember their part in the music. A conductor wouldn't use a tuba for a violin solo, right? It's the same idea here. You need the right agent for the right job. And this matrix makes it super clear. You've got your local agents, perfect for those quick interactive things right on your machine. Then there's the Copilot CLI. Think of this as your workhorse for the heavy lifting in the background, so it doesn't slow you down. And finally, the cloud agents. These are for the big, repository-wide jobs like a massive refactor or creating that final pull request. Okay, but for an orchestra to sound good, they all have to remember the song. And agents are no different. They have this really cool tiered memory system. First, there's session memory. Think of it like short-term memory. It's just for the task at hand, and then it's gone. Then you've got repository memory. This one sticks around. It remembers things about your specific project, your coding style, your architecture, so it doesn't have to keep relearning the rules. And finally, there's user memory. This is the foundation. It holds your personal preferences, making sure the AI feels like your assistant, no matter what project you're on. Okay, that's enough theory for now. It's cool, but let's get our hands dirty. Let's walk through step by step how you'd actually conduct your AI team to build a brand new feature from scratch. And this is it. This is the sheet music for your AI orchestra. It's a 4-phase pipeline. You start by planning and scaffolding with a local agent, then you pass the baton to a CLI agent to do the implementation, and you wrap it all up with a cloud agent handling the collaboration piece. See? Each step uses the perfect agent for that part of the job. So let's watch this in action. Phase 1 kicks off right there in the chat window. You grab a local agent, give it a clear command, say, create a new Node.js app with these specific tools, and bam, the agent just goes and builds the entire file structure, all the boilerplate code. You go from 0 to a running start in literally seconds. Now, this next part is absolutely critical. It's called the handoff protocol. Seriously, think of it like a perfectly executed baton pass in a relay race. This is the magic that makes the whole system work as a team. Instead of losing all that context from your chat, you bundle it all up, the whole conversation history, and pass it straight to a background CLI agent. It just picks up right where the other one left off. This is the glue holding your AI team together. And once that handoff is done, we're into phase 2. The CLI agent takes all that context and just gets to work in the terminal, implementing the feature, changing files all over your workspace. And the best part? This is all happening in the background. It's asynchronous. So you're totally free to focus on the big picture while the code literally writes itself. And for the grand finale, you bring in the closer, the cloud agent. Once you sync your changes up to GitHub, you can give a command to the cloud agent.
It uses the entire context of your repository to automatically generate a beautiful, comprehensive pull request, complete with detailed descriptions. It's all ready for your team to just review and approve. So once you've got the hang of the basics, you can start getting really fancy. It's like moving from simple tunes to composing complex symphonies. Let's look at how you can use things like subagents and customization to build some truly amazing workflows. You wouldn't build a house without a blueprint, right? Well, for any complex feature, you need a plan. And you can do that just by using the /plan command. A specialized plan agent will actually take your high-level idea and break it down into a super detailed step-by-step blueprint. It saves this plan to a file, and that file becomes the single source of truth for all the other agents to follow. Pretty cool, huh? And with a plan in hand, you can start building these really smart teams of subagents using different patterns. So on the left here, you've got the coordinator worker pattern. This is perfect for tasks that need to happen in order. A planner agent designs the architecture, an implementer agent writes the code, and then a reviewer agent checks its work. But on the right, you've got something different. Multi-perspective evaluation. This is where you can unleash a bunch of agents at the same time, one for security, one for performance, one for style, to all audit the code in parallel. You get this incredibly thorough quality check way faster than a human could ever do it. And get this, you're not just stuck with the built-in tools. You can expand your orchestra. You can plug in powerful third-party agents right into your workflow. Maybe you bring in Anthropic's Claude for some really advanced autonomous planning, or you use OpenAI's Codex for specific background tasks. You can build a completely custom AI team tailored to exactly how you and your team work. Okay, so let's zoom out and put a bow on this. What we've been talking about isn't just a fancy new set of tools. No, this is a fundamental change in what it even means to be a developer. This diagram really says it all. The old way was a bunch of separate tools. The new way is this, a networked team of autonomous agents that work together. Once you master these handoff protocols, the memory scopes, the different environments, you're not writing every line of code anymore. Nope, you are sitting right in the middle, orchestrating the entire process. You're telling the local agent to scaffold, the CLI agent to implement, and the cloud agent to create the PR. You are literally conducting the flow of work. And that's really the bottom line here. In this new world, your real value isn't just in typing code. It's in your vision, your strategy, and your ability to conduct this incredibly powerful AI symphony. You're no longer just a coder. You are the orchestrator.